I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. Another edition of Frozen Favorites. We're just going to keep this train rolling because I kid you not, I have a list that's 2 sides of a piece of computer paper of ideas for homemade popsicles and ice creams and different frozen treats. So we're just going to keep on going. Today we're going to make one of my all-time favorites. These are, if you were in Mexico, these are...
or the Southwest.
Or the Southwest. And I can get these in my freezer case here in North Carolina, and they're coconut popsicles. And if you were in Mexico, they would be called Payeta or Paleta de Coco. Huh? It's Payeta, Molly says. So we're going to make some Payeta de Coco. And these are really simple, and they have 4 ingredients. The first ingredient is sweetened condensed milk. This is really a typical ingredient across the board in many of the frozen treats that you're going to see me make. It's affordable, it's accessible, and it's like magic. You know, sweetened condensed milk is like a magical thing because it really does simulate the custard in some ice creams, and it just brings everything together perfectly. This is a can of coconut milk, not cream of coconut, coconut milk. In it goes. And you may want to shake that up before you begin. Sometimes it, if it sits in your cabinet for a while, it gets a little sediment in the bottom. And then we're going to put about a teaspoon or so of good vanilla extract in there. And I'm just going to take my whisk and blend this all together. That sweetened condensed milk, because I put it in first, so either way it's going to sink to the bottom. And you can also make these really awesome popsicles that you'll find in Mexico that are they're like cream popsicles. They have them in chocolate and vanilla, they make coconut, they make strawberry, they make layered ones. I mean, you would be amazed at the amount of frozen treats that are available to you if you go to any foreign country, really. But, you know, I've been to Mexico, so I know, having grown up in the Southwest, you see a lot. I have been to Mexico more than once. Not that far into Mexico, but I have been to Mexico. Okay, so now we have our popsicle molds. And one of the reasons I mixed this up in a measuring cup was so it would have a pour spout. And with these, that one's actually ever so slightly too full, but it's all good. You really only want to fill them up to where this is, because when it freezes, it's going to expand a bit. And I also wanted to point out that if you don't have these popsicle molds, or if you can't find them, you just do it the old-fashioned way, the way we did it when we were kids. Get yourself some Dixie cups or some plastic cups, and pour this stuff in there, and put your stick in. You can put a little aluminum foil on the top or plastic wrap, and poke your stick in, whoopsie, so that it stays in place. It's all good. I just have a teeny tiny bit left. I probably could pour one more popsicle, but we're not going to worry about it. Let me grab a paper towel. I'm going to see if my popsicle sticks will stand up here. I'm not sure that they will. And if they won't, then we'll go to plan number 2. Because I'm impatient and I like to get everything done all at once. Like the raspberry pops, the popsicle stick stood up because it was thick. This might not. It might, but it might not. I'm not sure. With the coconut in there, it might just stand up. We're gonna see. I'm thinking it's probably going to fall over, so... Alright. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to get... something down here. Oh.
Can you not reach it?
Okay. I had to have Rick reach because I'm short. So I'm just gonna take these aluminum foil sheets that, you know, they use for like baked potatoes and stuff in the restaurant. I love to have these around, so I'm just gonna poke it with a knife and then I'll put the stick through there. And this is not touching anything, so, you know, I use aluminum foil sometimes. It's a modern marvel, aluminum foil is. You just have to be careful with it, that's all. So if anyone says something nasty about how I talk about not using it, I don't use it directly on tomato products, and I made that very clear in the past, so. Anyway. Oh, that's funky. And if you just rub your hand over the top like that, you can see the clear outline of each individual popsicle vessel. Like that. And if you're using individual paper cups or plastic cups, you can cut your foil into little pieces and then you can do that on each cup. The other option is to use a piece of plastic wrap and a rubber band. That's easy too. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put these on a little sheet pan. And we're going to pop them in the freezer for like 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what these look like. These would be awesome dipped in dark chocolate. Magic shell. They absolutely would, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do some, maybe we won't. But these go in the freezer for 2 to 3 hours, and then when they're ready to come out, we'll be back and we'll show you what they look like. Okay, these are coconut Paletas, and I unmolded them, and then they were kind of soft a little still. They were melting on the outside because they're creamy. So I went ahead and I put them on that sheet pan lined with some parchment in the freezer for about 20 more minutes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick these in individually in plastic sandwich bags. Just, you know, whichever ones don't get eaten first, because I know Rick's going to take one of these and eat it. But I'm going to take these like this and put them in the sandwich bags, and then I'll freeze them individually like that. That way whoever wants to can just grab them and go. And it'll all be good. So that is how you make really great coconut cream popsicles, or Paletas de Coco. And they were really easy. They only had 4 ingredients, and I think that you will love them. So I hope you try them. I hope you love them. You can find the recipe on my website. That's noreenskitchen.com. And until next time, I'll see ya.